Hello and welcome to Glorious Miniatures, and in today's video we'll be looking at another Sunday preview on the 22nd of January 2023. Obviously, before I get stuck into it, I will say go and check out my website. We'll be continuing to do blog posts linking these videos and various other bits and pieces. There is a newsletter I will link below, and you could potentially sign up to that as well if you're feeling fruity. While you're doing that, I will start going through the Sunday preview. Beasts and Gitz tear the mortal realms in twain. The era of the beast rages on, and two of the mortal realms' most fractious factions rejoin the fray with new battle tomes, new miniatures, and a pair of Vanguard boxes. That's not all this week, as pre-orders from Black Library and Forgeworld arrive alongside a major online preview piped directly from the LVO. Scroll down. Battle Tomes Beasts of Chaos. The Beasts of Chaos are anarchy incarnate, mustering massive bray herds to assault civilization itself. Their new battle tomes sees them charge headfirst into the latest edition of Warhammer Age of Sigmar with updated war scrolls, pitch battle profiles, and new Path to Glory rules. Truly a bounty worthy of the Dark Gods. I've been pondering the Beasts of Chaos somewhat recently, not as a kind of serious consideration, but I was wondering when they might see some love and stuff like that. Some new miniatures, etc. would be a lovely thing for them, no doubt. The beast herds may have no respect for gilded finery, but you can demonstrate your standing among fellow beast lords with a special limited edition of the battle tome featuring gilt page edges, gold foil blocking, red ribbon page marker, and soft touch cover. They're limited to just 250 copies. Whoa, so don't hang about. 250 numbered copies. Yeah, good luck with that. If you want one of those, you're going to have to get mashing that F5 button like nobody's business. All right, let's see what else they have. Oh, the Beast Lord. Look at that fantastic miniature. As I said, Chaos Beasts, Beasts of Chaos. They're not really for me. Occasionally they do have some miniatures which do sort of raise an eyebrow. This particular miniature, eyebrow has been raised. I like this. This could be quite a fun miniature for a potentially like a painting tutorial or something like that, or just a little bit of fun. So yeah, I like this already. I don't actually know if this is I know it says a new miniature. Speaking of Beast Lords, a new miniature strides forth to lead your Bray Herd. These powerful leaders are absolute machines in close combat and harbour a special hatred of enemy heroes, empowering nearby allies wherever they're going to toe-to-toe with a rival champion. We've got the Battle Tome Gloomspite Gitz. Now, I do have one of the previous editions of this battle tome, so I don't think I will be getting this. I do have some Gloomspite Gitz, but it's good that they're getting a refresh. Not to be outdone, this diminutive loons of the Gloomspite Gitz are also dragging an updated battle tome into the light of day, full of detailed histories of their tribes and their strange origins, plus their surge in power through the era of the beast. It has the usual set of rules of sub-factions, relics, magic, as well as war scrolls, battle plans, and all the other good stuff. The battle tome is also available in luxury limited edition with the same exclusive trappings as the Beastmen, befitting the shiniest horde of Gloomspite loot. It's also limited to 250 in numbered copies. It's another one to fight over right there. I see a bit of a title. Let's see what they got down there. The Squig Boss with Nasher Squig. Hey, look at this fantastic mini. I do say minis are quite fantastic a lot. I need to probably stop saying that, but it's almost a reflex when I see a mini that's new. It's all automatically fantastic. Anyway, lead your bouncy, bitey squig mobs into battle with the new Squig Boss, a remarkably brave individual who prods your fanged fungal people eaters in the right direction with the help of his pet Nasher Squig. His consummate knowledge of squig physiology allows him to enhance his herds with a variety of special fungi, sending them wild with a burst of speed or a furious biting fit. See, that little squig's got a sort of a helmet of some variety on its head, and that mask that the Gloomspite Gitz is wearing, it looks vaguely familiar. I can't quite put my finger on one of those. Maybe when I'm editing, it might come to me, and I might be able to put a picture up on the screen. So editing chappy can add that if I remember. Let's move on to the next thing. Snarlfang Riders. Those Gitz who prefer their rides more stable and slightly less hungry than squigs can mount up on barely tamed Snarlfangs for a jaunt across the battlefield. Wolf Riding Grots are a Warhammer classic, and they return to Warhammer Age of Sigmar armed with wicked spears and bows for some fast-moving punch. I really like these. I do remember these in, obviously, Warhammer Classic Warhammer, if you want to call it that. What I'm looking at this, the thing that I saw apart from obviously the wolves is the banner bearer, the sort of wicker basket woven banner. I really like that for some reason. But the minis, they look very nice. I like the shields. They've been very well painted. I love that shade of red they've used. I would be very tempted to get a whole bunch of these if Gloomspite Gitz were my jam. Very nice. I've got no idea how much they'll cost, obviously, but next week we'll find out, or this Saturday we'll find out. Maybe even on Monday if I can find the prices online. Let's have a look next. We've got the Vanguard Beasts of Chaos. Okay. Start a Bray herd of your own with a box stuffed with Beasts of Chaos. Perfect retinue for your Beast Lord. It's a buffet of dependable battle line units, including 10 Gors, 10 Ungors, 10 Bestigors, backed up by 3 mighty Dragon Ogres and a great Bray Shaman, a capable leader in his own right, and a powerful wizard for your army. Now, looking at these miniatures, I don't know when they were released. Were they reboxed? Were they the same miniatures that were out previously and then just reboxed, I don't know, whenever Age of Sigmar dropped or whatever? Because they look kind of... I'm looking at them, they kind of remind me of the Chaos Marauders, the way they're kind of sculpted. I could be completely mistaken. I believe the Chaos Marauders are quite old miniatures themselves, so maybe these are similar vintage, or maybe they're just quite new and I just know nothing about them. But also the Dragon Ogres could also be quite old. If these are all old minis, I would have really hoped that they would have had a refreshed line entirely, improved miniatures and all that kind of stuff. Do tell me if I'm wrong. When did these miniatures come out? Because I genuinely don't know. However, regardless of that, it's 30 miniatures, 34 miniatures, which is quite a bunch. I haven't bought a Vanguard for Age of Sigmar yet, so I don't know the prices, but going off the Combat Patrol, which is vaguely similar, maybe, what is that, like £90-ish, or sort of £70 if you're going from Element Games using my affiliate link, if you want to help out the channel. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of miniatures, and if Beasts of Chaos are your jam, this could be a good place to start off, or just reinforce the army that you already have. What else? Aha, Vanguard Gloomspite Gitz. The Gloomspite Gitz are a frighteningly diverse huddle of hooligans featuring bands of grots, squigs, and troggoths, and this Vanguard box contains a curated selection from all three. A cackling loon boss leads 20 Moonclan stabbers, who can also be built as shooters, 10 squig hoppers or boing grot boys, bounders, and 3 rock grot troggoths in the battle, giving you the tools to create a balanced army of destruction. Now, I have some of those squigs on, what do they call them here? Squig hoppers. Yes, I've got a box of those somewhere, and I know I've got some of the like a previous iteration of those night goblins. So I reckon potentially if I was going to get one, this would be the purchase I make. I do have there is a large troll miniature with I think he's got carrying like a stump or a bit of a tree or a bit of a centipede type thing. Anyway, I got one of those, and I do have some more squigs, so this could be a good purchase if I was going to be tempted into this sort of shenanigans. Will I remain strong this week? I probably will, but I reckon personally this is, out of the 2 Vanguard box sets that have been released, this is the one for me. This has also got 34 miniatures in, if my maths is correct.
If my math is right, I don't know what it is, 3 gigajoules per second.
So a similar bargain, similar kind of, similar expense to the previous one. Scroll down. We've got War Scroll cards for the Gloomspite Gitz. Keep your War Scrolls close to this pack of 43 reference cards for the Gloomspite Gitz, along with 2 punch-out token sheets. Perfect for keeping track of the special abilities and battle tactics. Okay, so far my wallet is looking incredibly safe. Let's see what... Oh, Necromunda, curses. Ashwaste Nomads Herder with Arthromite Dune Scuttler. So we've already seen this one. This is getting released this week coming up. This is... So I do have the Ashwaste Nomads and the Helamite, whatever those 4 miniatures are. I didn't get the character on the Helamite for my Ashwaste Nomads, but this one I suppose would be my jam if I was going to get one. I'm going to be able to stay clear of it this time. I'm already purchasing 2 other characters for my Clan Isha and my Goliaths. I've been writing a bit about them in my blog over at gloriousminiatures.com. The 41st millennium has its own share of terrifying monsters, and down on Necromunda, the Ashwaste Nomads delight in herding oversized insectile beasts towards the pernicious hive dwellers who invade their lands. This particular resin herder comes with 1 Arthromite Dune Scuttler, a frightening amalgam of Talon's tail and bad attitude. The duo can be enlisted together as a brute for your Ashwaste Nomad gangs. I do like how that character's looking. Something about it I like, and I can't put my finger on what it is. I think it's his garb, which is pretty similar to all of the Ashwaste Nomads, I guess. They got that banner. I'm all about a back banner. They need to reintroduce those to 40k. They've been long overdue. The bug itself, I guess it's fun, a nice bit of something to paint, but I'm not really looking at that. I find my eyes drawn more to the character himself. Some Black Library stuff. Archmage and other stories. Oh, hello. Head down to your local Warhammer store during their anniversary celebration. Ask the manager for more information, and you'll be able to pick up this year's collection of classic Black Library short stories, alongside all kinds of awesome swag. This anthology of 5 stories features works from Evan Dickon, Nate Crowley, Chris Forrester, Sandy Mitchell, and Richard Strachan, covering tales from the Horus Heresy, Warhammer 40,000, and Warhammer Age of Sigmar. Alright, so short story time. Okay, what else? Prophet's Ruin. That's a Karajan Overlord's novel. Got Sigismund, getting a French translation. edition, fantastic stuff. What else we got? We've got some Warhammer Plus stuff. As always, I will always link this article in the comments of the YouTube video. Out of these releases are coming up, have any of these got your attention, folks? Potentially out of these, the Necromunda one would have my attention, but not this week. I'm not in a rush to get that particular one. I can imagine getting it in the future, but it's definitely on the agenda, but not very quickly. As the Age of Sigmar stuff, no, I'm trying to hold off as much as possible for a bit of Slaves to Darkness, but apart from that, I'll be holding off for the Old World as much as I can. I know I have to go back and paint up my Free Guild army. That needs more attention. There's a bit of a blitz the first pass, so I need to go back and spend some more time on them at some point in the future, so you'll have to check out videos for that. And to do that, folks, you're going to have to make sure that you subscribe and indeed hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss those videos. What a juicy segue that was. Also, check out my website while you're at it. There's a newsletter there you can subscribe to for updates as well. It should be relatively barren in regards when it comes to emails, be like once a month. Maybe if a disaster or some fantastic news appears, then there will be an email to do with that. But otherwise, it's going to be once a month. Anyway, that's all I got to say. I hope you've had a great weekend. I hope you have a fantastic week. Don't forget to see the new videos. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.